ClearBrainMaps, where the darkest patterns come to light.
Have you ever wondered why signing up for something takes one click, but leaving feels like a war? Amazon actually gave this a name. Internally, they called it the Iliad. Named after a war that lasted 10 years. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how it worked and exactly how to beat it in 6 steps. She sits down at 8 p.m., opens Amazon, sees the email. Your Prime membership renews. She doesn't need it anymore. She clicks, Manage. First page appears, second page, third page. By the 4th page, she's not even sure what she's canceling anymore. This didn't have to be this complicated. If you've ever tried to cancel something online and felt like the company was deliberately making it impossible, you already know this feeling. The moment you realize signing up was one click, but getting out feels like climbing a mountain. Someone designed this on purpose. And in Amazon's case, they even named it. James upgraded to Prime for free shipping. 3 months later, he doesn't need it. He logs in, clicks Cancel. First page asks, Are you? Second page, We're sorry to see you. Third page, Different options, Pause, Extend, Switch to. By the 5th click, he's still canceling. Nothing is straightforward. Another story. Marcus signed up for Prime in 2022. By 2025, he's been charged $180 a year for 4 years, $720 total. He tried canceling twice. Both times, the process was so confusing he gave up. When the settlement happened, he discovered he was one of 35 million people in the exact same situation. The pattern is invisible until you see it. Signing up equals easy. Leaving equals designed to be hard. This technique has a name. Amazon's own employees gave it a name in internal documents. They called it Iliad. Named after Homer's Trojan War epic because the war lasted 10 years, and they were joking that canceling Prime felt like it lasted just as long. This isn't a bug, it's a feature. It's called a dark pattern. Dark patterns are deliberately designed interfaces that manipulate people into making choices that benefit the company, not the person using it. The psychology. At every step, there's a barrier. Are you? We have. Your benefits expire. Each barrier makes you think twice, hesitate, maybe even give up and just keep the membership. There are 4 specific tactics Amazon used in the Iliad flow. Tactic 1. Hidden cancellation path. The cancel button doesn't sit right there. You go to Account, then Settings, then Memberships, then Prime Membership, then Manage Membership, then finally 6 clicks just to find the button. Most people never make it. Tactic 2. Forced questions at every step. Page 1. Are you sure you want to? With a prominent No, keep my membership button. Page 2. Emotional appeal. We're sorry to see you go. Here's what you'll... Page 3. A new offer. Stay for $99 a month. Each question is designed to make you reconsider. Tactic 3. The 15 options trap. Amazon doesn't give you yes or no to cancel. You get 15 different options to choose from. Pause membership. Extend trial. Switch to a basic plan. Reduce payment frequency. The more options you see, the more confused you become. Confused people don't complete actions. Tactic 4. The Iliad flow itself. All 4 tactics together across 4 separate pages with 6 clicks total and 15 options in between. By the time you're done, you're not even sure if you canceled or just paused it. You have to come back next month to confirm you're actually gone. Here's how to actually cancel Prime without falling into the Iliad flow. Step 1. Go to your Amazon account. Click Go to All. Step 2. Click Memberships and. Step 3. Find Prime. Step 4. Click Manage. Step 5. When the options page appears, scroll past the Pause and Extend buttons. Click directly on Cancel, not Cancel. Step 6. confirm. You're done.
But here's what most people don't know. You have a legal right to do this.
The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, ruled in 2025 that cancellation must be as easy as sign-up. That's the law now. Amazon violated it for years. That's why they got fined. If Amazon charges you after you cancel, you can get a refund. The settlement covers it. In September 2025, Amazon agreed to pay $5 billion to settle the lawsuit, $1 billion in civil penalties, $5 billion directly back to customers. 35 million people each received about $51 in refunds. But here's what's important. This wasn't an accident. Internal emails released in court documents showed that Amazon's legal team knew this was deceptive. Employee emails called the cancellation process a war for a reason. Design teams built it, legal reviewed it, executives approved it. For years, they chose profit over honesty. The FTC's ruling was clear. Dark patterns are illegal. Companies can't manipulate you into subscriptions you didn't want. But the bigger truth is this. If Amazon can do it, so can Netflix, so can Spotify, so can Apple, and many of them do. Next week, every company you subscribe to has its own version of the Iliad flow. How Netflix uses autoplay to keep you binge-watching past midnight. How Spotify makes unsubscribing so confusing you give up mid-process. How Apple buries the cancel button 3 menus deep. They all learned from Amazon. And if Amazon had to pay $5 billion, what happens when all of them get caught?